So as some of y'all may know, we're starting to plan our big trip out west this year. We're going to be headed to New Mexico and Colorado. So there's some things we felt like we were lacking on our rig. One of those things being some undercarriage protection. So we started looking at skid plates. So we knew we wanted some skid plates, but we didn't know exactly what brand or what type we might want to go with. So we gave our buddy Josh at Apex Overland a call and had a good discussion with him about, what kind of skid plates might work best for us. Let me show you what we went with here and we'll talk about it a little bit. So in talking with Josh at Apex Overland, he's currently got the steel RCI plates on his rig, and he loves them a lot. Now, I didn't feel that we needed quite as heavy-duty protection as the steel was going to provide. I just wanted something that's going to replace the factory skid plates and give us a little bit more protection, also while keeping the weight down. So we went with the RCI aluminum front skid plate and then the trans skid plate, and I think that's going to do it for us. Alright, well, let's get these guys installed. First thing we got to do is we got to take off the stock skid plates, but let me get these out of the way so we have access. I don't know who it was, but somebody once told me the best mechanics work in flip-flops. Alright, so to get the stock front skid plate out, we've got 4 bolts, 2 in the front, 2 in the rear. Stock skid plate in the front is out. Now it's time to take out the transmission stock skid plate. There's 4 bolts holding it in as well. Alright guys, I wanted to show you the skid plates up close, these RCI aluminum skid plates, before we went ahead and installed them, show you what they're about. So, their aluminum plates are made out of 3/8 inch thick aluminum plate here. So they're super sturdy and they're definitely going to hold up. This one right here is going to be our trans skid plate, and we've got our front skid plate, which has some really nice features on it. Right here, you've got a trap door that'll help you with changing your oil filter so you don't have to take the skids off. And then back here, they've got an open port for the oil plug on your oil pan. So that way you don't have to remove the skids at all when you're doing your oil changes yourself. Makes it really easy. Now, let's go ahead and get these installed on the rig. Alright, first up is we put in the front skid plate. So step 1 is going to be inserting the front bolts they give you. RCI is nice enough to supply you with all new hardware. So we get the front bolts put in, then we'll go to the rear. We're going to install these pretty loosely, that way the rear is still hanging, they're not snug up yet. So now we're going to be lifting up the rear of the front skid plate, putting in the bolts kind of loosely because we can't tighten them up until we start installing the trans skid plate. They've got these little spacers you got to put on the back side while you're installing them. Alright, we got both of those in loosely now, so it's time to start doing the trans skid plate. Alright, hand me another one. Another one. got all of our bolts in, we're just going to go back through and tighten everything up so that's nice and secure. And finally, we just got the 2 front bolts and we're done. Alright, all we've got left is these last 2 front bolts on the front skid plate. Leslie's going to take care of that for us.